Hi lovely bag ladies, it's me Michelle here, and this is kind of my first official week of vlogging about my journey to weight loss. Firstly, thank you so much for all of the amazing comments that I got on my YouTube channel and on Instagram and on Facebook and in private messages from people supporting me doing this. I'm genuinely blown away by how supportive and how loving you all are, so thank you. That really helped me solidify that what I'm attempting to do is a good thing and not a folly on my part. So I've been following the Slimming World diet for the last week. I need to add at this point, I think it's important for me to say, I'm not being sponsored to do this. I'm not getting any freebies from any slimming companies. I picked Slimming World entirely based on my personal preference, and I will say if I'm not happy about certain parts of the diet, and I'll say if things work for me. I don't want it to appear like oh yeah, Slimming World's great, oh and by the way here's my Slimming World t-shirt. No, it's not that at all. So I've been doing it for a week, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a hard week. First week of a diet is always hard, because you're finding your feet, you're getting used to not eating what you ate before, things that you used to eat as a quick kind of, oh, I'll have a bit of toast. No, you won't, that's out the window. And on the whole, I've kept to it. Now, for those that don't know about the Slimming World diet, because I'm not sure how spread around the world it isn't a calorie counting diet like Weight Watchers or something like that. It's much more focusing on your relationship with food and how you use food, which, as you know why I said last week, is what I'm aiming for. And there are certain things that you can eat a massive abundance of. You can have as many fruit and vegetables pretty much as you like. You can eat lots of pasta, you can eat lots of rice, you can eat lots of potatoes, and you can eat as much lean meat as you want to, basically. What you can't eat a lot of is sugar and fat, and dairy, and it controls that part of your diet. I'll put a link to the Slimming World website in here for you guys that want to have a look, just because I'd love to explain it fully, but in all honesty I don't quite understand the mechanisms of it. Your better bet is to go on with someone that's been doing it for years. I've been doing it for 7 days, so I found things that have worked for me so far. I know that mug shots are great. They're like a little pasta sachet thing. I'd show you one, but I've used them all. I've got to buy some today. And they're allowed on the diet in unlimited quantities, so that fills me up because it's hot and it's got pasta in it, and that's great. I've been eating lots of bananas and lots of apples and lots of fruit to try and curb my sweet tooth a little bit. The funny thing is, I really thought that I would sit here every day and cry because I couldn't have chocolate, and I haven't been. The thing I have been missing is bread. Oh my god, I didn't realise how much of a carb bandit I was until someone said to me, no, you can't have bread. And equally, I didn't realise how much bread I was eating. It made me think, you know, I was having 2 slices of bread with toast in the morning. I was having a sandwich in the middle of the day. I was having a bit of toast maybe at night. Maybe having a bit of bread with my dinner. You know, no wonder we were getting through ridiculous amounts of loaves of bread a week. I always put it down to the kids. And then I realised, oh, wait a second, no, it's you, bread monster. So that's been hard. Now with the diet, you get what are called sins, which is like your allocatedness of naughtiness a day. And it's you use between 5 and 15 sins a day, and certain things have a sin value. And bread has a sin value of 5, and I have 15 sins a day. So, you know, I'm not going to be able to do that if I want to have sugar in my tea, or if I want to have spread on my bread. That didn't mean to rhyme, but it did. I have got back to exercising. I went for a gym induction this week, and I have managed to carve myself out a little bit of time. I've got to be really careful with my exercise because I currently have a shoulder injury, and I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardise my recovery from that. But equally, I do want to get moving and I want to do some stuff. I am going to start swimming again hopefully next week too, so that'll probably be my go-to exercise because it's low resistance and I can just happily switch off my brain and do it for as long as I can, so that'd be great. The big question that everyone's asking, I went to weigh in this morning because I go to a group that's in the morning straight after school drop off, so I was stressed and frazzled, and I was almost utterly convinced that I would have lost nothing, and I lost 5 pounds. So I'm pretty stoked about that. My weight is now 16 stone and 13 pounds. here is the calculation for that in all poundage, because I don't work like that. And I'm really pleased. I genuinely didn't think I'd lose a lot. My goals for the next week is to increase the recipes I'm using. I've been referred to a great website called Two Chubby Cubs, which is two blokes who have been following Slimming Well for 9 years, and it's just full of recipes and tweaks, and some of the stuff they've posted on there looks blummin' lovely, so I'm going to give it a go. I'll put the link again in the description if you guys want to check it out too. And I'm going to try and not be quite so hard on myself about whether or not I'm failing at this or not, because I'm obviously not failing at this. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Thanks again guys, I really appreciate all the love, and I'll see you next week. Bye!